I mean, as far as starts go, this is pretty sick. Done it in slow motion. Thought I'd start off with that because it's not a very good start. Me and my friend said the other day, we're just going to get on YouTube. Pushed him there. We spoke about it. We was like, just do it. And I just haven't had the bottle yet, just in case it goes wrong. But it has already. So listen, I'm going to start filming for YouTube. I'm bringing you lot with me. So let's get it. And even worse, I covered up the wrong bit. And just before we go, I haven't even introduced myself properly. So my name's George. I'm an online coach. I've transformed the lives of many, many different people. I'm the founder of Impact Online Coaching. I'm going to bring you on a bit of a journey, a bit of a change of direction. But YouTube's something I've always wanted to try. Tried it back in October. The video deleted itself. So hopefully this starts a little bit better. Big love. It's a weird old cul-de-sac this. We're at the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a session done. Then I need to go and get my wig altered. And what I'll do from there is I'm probably going to sit down. I want to get a bit of my own mission statement together. And I also want to come up with a bit of an idea about a series, all that sort of stuff. Because I've got some really good ideas. I think it'd be really good to put them into segments. I do feel as though it's easier to actually talk here because I haven't got to worry about, I guess the instant reaction of like talking on a story is quite, I don't know, it just seems like a lot more pressure. Whereas here, it just feels like a diary entry. This Dan, I wrote you, but I'm going to get in there, get my session done. I might grab some recordings, but I haven't got an appropriate tripod. The only tripods I've got at the moment looks like I'm setting up a bloody sentry gun in the gym. Or UAV is online. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Just remember, talking about it, posting about it, speaking about it, isn't actually doing it. So I wanna go and do it. Obviously, I'm at my favorite gaff in the world. Knock, knock, it's only me. It's all fun and games. One gust of wind. Nipples. Look at that. Anywhere I go, I'm ready to cut glass, smuggling peanuts. Bash. Another one. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a good session, but it was a session. Now I'm gonna go get my wig adjusted. Nothing like when someone doesn't recognise you. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my wig adjusted. What I'd like to do is have a bit of a run through about why I want to do some longer form content and what I think people would be interested in. I've had quite a few people before, and I'm sure this is how it seems, but with what I do with Impact, I'm sure a lot of people probably think, you know, what else is there to it? Programs and just going to the gym whenever I want. I'm quite excited to give a little bit more of an insight, because again, there is a lot more to it. I think, yes, if you wanted to be sort of bang in the middle and you know, not really push further forwards, then cool, you know, you can take everything easy. It's the same as anything. But with what I've built with Impact, I think, and my aspirations, the goal is to take it far bigger than what it's been. And I think, again, it is at a good level. And there's a lot more that goes into it than I think a lot of people assume. Being in a position where in a year's time, I look back and think, oh, I remember that period of time. I've got a newborn, and to be able to look back and recap, I think it'll actually be really cool in 1, 2, maybe even 3 years' time. Excited to see it. Excited to give it a good push. And I do think there'll be a great deal of accountability as well, because what I'm thinking in my head, not only understand the whole direction from a long-term perspective and share that, also set landmarks and treat it as a proper journey of a building something, or certainly building it more from what it is. I'm absolutely sweating, beading up, glazed. I mean, I look like I can run fast. I look like I sleep on the sofa less. All else fails. Oh, terrible. It's a little bit easier to do that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna wash this. Look at that. Knock, knock, it's only me. Ah, there we are. There we are. We are here. I'm not sure what's actually going on, but I need to find a suitable tripod. I need to explain. Now, like I said, I want to explain what the purpose of me doing these videos. What I'm going to be doing, I would like to do a bit more of a series, a bit more of a behind the scenes. Now, one of the things and one of the biggest things I do find challenging on social media especially is number one, getting my point across. I can waffle. I'm doing this pretty seamlessly, to be honest. But also, I want to show more about me. When I'm on social media and with what I do with the online coaching side of things, I wouldn't say there's limited amount as to what I give out and what I explain, etc., etc. But it's a little bit more informative on social media. And I'm aware that I guess it probably doesn't give me as much to show sort of what goes on behind the scenes of, you know, what I do. So I think this is going to help me bridge the gap of essentially give a little bit more context about days in the life, a vlog, a little bit more about what I do day to day, how I operate, how I work. But also I want to use it as an opportunity to go through a growth phase, go through pushing myself in other areas. And don't get me wrong, I'm always pushing myself and I'm always trying to do the best I can. I'm obviously going to be hard on myself sometimes, which is, I guess, completely human. So I feel like what would be good, I'm going to somehow intertwine a bit of a series. I would consider this a bit more of an introduction. I would like to intertwine some form of series and take you along the way of every single step and record the process behind certain things. I say I've decided on the drive home, I'm going to get a whiteboard. On that whiteboard, I'm going to write down things that I want to do. For example, I've got a large event soon that I'm organising. So I want to run through how I'm going to do that, what my plans are with that, and show each stage of it as well. Same applies with things like your clothing, etc., etc. And I think it'd be quite good to essentially get us in a position where you're coming with you. I've got you in a headlock. And I want to bridge that gap. And this might be with me personally, but I want to bridge that gap. I always say to myself, I need to be more serious. I'm thinking whilst I'm there being a bit of a, sometimes I don't come across as serious as what I potentially should, or certainly what I think is expected of someone that works with people online. I do get it. And I even question myself sometimes. I'm like, how on earth do I end up helping people get sober and quit smoking and taking people on stages and losing 40 kilos or so? But I am very serious about my job and I want to show what goes on behind, rather than say after every time I make a joke on social media or to people, but no, I am serious though. Well, if I'm not being serious, hey, go and look at episode 2. So yeah, I do feel as though that from an introduction perspective, I feel like we'll come up with a bit more of an idea behind the purpose of the video, or certainly the series, and we'll get cracking. Like I said, I'm going to get the whiteboard, I'm going to get that sorted, and then one by one we'll start ticking them off. Because like I say, with even things like the events, the link ups, the merch, it isn't just a case of saying, hey, we'll meet there on this day, or with the merch, hey, could you print this on a t-shirt? If it was, fucking Jesus, praise the Lord, I'd do it every other week. So I'm excited to share it. I don't know if this is going to be the ending or not. I think I've got a meeting with my friend tomorrow about turning Impact more into an umbrella. And what I mean by that is I want multiple divisions, and those divisions I want to be very well run. And sometimes I have to remind myself as well, and I'm so against it and I scream about it, is potentially having that limited belief process, you know, that element of, oh, I'm not sure on that, I'm not sure on this. Because in reality, as I say all the time, as we all know, if you want to do something, solutions, not problems. So that's what I'm about. But sometimes it can happen. If something's going to challenge us, or you think, cool, blimey, how that? It does make you human at the end of the day. But I think it's important that if I'm someone to say, oh yeah, okay, well, I'm challenging myself all the time. Yeah, well, challenge your beliefs as well. I probably will record that as well, because I think, again, certain things can really help. At the moment, everyone's a prick in this office, so is what it is at the end of the day. Ultimately, let's consider this an umbrella. An umbrella that's protecting this covered up hairline. No, I'm not, I don't want to make any hairline. I don't want to always make hairline jokes. Every now and then's fine, but anyway, shut up. Probably see you tomorrow or later, who knows?
Knock knock, it's only me. Hey, there it is.
Nosy bastard. All right, I'm gonna put this on the tripod again.
Watch this, I'm just gonna throw it and it's just gonna land.
To probably give a bit of context, the reason why I say knock knock, only me, bit of a long story, I don't know how to elaborate. I went to see Robbie Williams with my friend last year, and we got chatting away to this guy. He was chatting away, and the conversation seemed to stop. I don't know why. He was a normal guy, he was a nice guy. Me being me, conversation stopped, and I saw he had a Rolex on for some weird reason. I mean, I'm not into Rolexes, I have no clue about watches. I can only just tell the time myself. I tapped him on the shoulder and said, knock knock, it's only me. And then we started speaking again. But it only turned out that he was Robbie Williams' friend. He sent a photo of me and my friend to Robbie Williams, and he's the CEO of one of the largest shipping and delivery companies, arguably in the world. So yeah, pretty strange. And he only said that at the end, so I was a bit like, pretty mad actually. Yeah. Then I was supposed to meet him for a coffee. Put it this way, 2 high caliber men meeting up just didn't work. Yeah, he cancelled. But yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, in other news, I was supposed to meet my friend today, but I didn't realise he was away. Where are you? So it's gone well. It's a great start. But hey, rest assured, I'm still gonna obviously crack on. But yeah, this will probably be where I call it in terms of the video. And again, I have no idea. Where'd you go from here? Like, what'd you say? Hey, YouTube. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna put pen to pad, get a bit more of a plan together. I'm still waiting for the whiteboard. Rest assured, don't stress, because I know everyone's gonna be in complete uproar. And then we go from there. But I guess probably weekly is going to be the stance, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's where we're at. Big love. Catch you in a bit. Well, I started the video there. Anyway, it was going to be the ending. I don't know how to do outros, and I'm also learning little bits along the way. I find I can connect the phone to the laptop using the actual camera screen there. Wow, some sort of legend. Anyway, I feel like in terms of landmarks, I want to try and push to 100 subscribers. So let's try and push for that. Appreciate the shares, subscribes, follows, all that sort of stuff, which does feel really quite strange saying out loud. But subscribe, I guess that's probably what you've got to say, right? But let's just put it here. We're gonna aim for 100 subscribers. Any support is welcome. Any support is welcome, whether that's subscribes, shares, posting on your Instagram story, all that sort of good stuff. Very much so appreciated. Oh, God. Brother. Maybe I do need to grow up. Anyway, that's it for now. Biggest of loves. Much appreciated. Let's get it.